Welcome back, guys, and thank you for joining me in another adventure here in Satisfactory. This will be episode 2 of our playthrough in the desert. In the last episode, we made it happen for the starter base, and we also completed the first phase of the space elevator with those 50 smart ratings. In the meantime, I got a bin in here. I've been putting foundations everywhere, deleting all the machinery, and redoing everything that we've done with some minor improvements, I might add. So let me walk you through it. Now we have in there 12 of those biomass burners because we need to start that coal plant that we're gonna do today, the power plant. I put in here the hub, there's the MAM, equipment workshop, that's stuff that I found into the world while going for Mercer spheres, Samus loops, crash pads, stuff majiggies. I scanned a bunch of hard drives until I had finally, I think it was number 9 of the scans, the gas screw recipe. So finally have it. We have the Explorer. I've unlocked some stuff in the MAM. That's an assembler making in there gunpowder. Okay, because we're gonna need those nobelisks soon enough. I brought the sulfur from behind that place in the coal from I don't know exactly where it's that place in there, and it's just amazing. We put it in there, we're making the gunpowder. Okay, that one in there is making rebar ammo. Okay, rods into that guy making rebar ammo. That guy in there is making quick wire, I believe. We got in there some caterium smelted, turned into caterium ingots. After that, in that constructor is happening for the quick wire. The quick wire, I took it from down there-ish at the edge of the desert. Like we just go on the map. In here. But that node has a big boulder on it. It's a pure node. It's what we like to see. The other one, which is in here, it's a normal node. We scanned it last time. Those little explosions that you see in there, it's where I picked summer sloops or mustard fish. Okay? Those like that, it's where I was able to grab a hard disk. That one. It's in the gas. I didn't went in there because I would have died. That one, it's a cave. Don't know. We gotta break through it. That one. You saw it in the last episode. It's a hard drive, requires 5 computers. That one, it's a cave apparently. Yeah, we got a slug in there. But we also took a hard drive from there, I believe. So that one is not marked, unfortunately. We know about it. Took that guy to that guy. I think I also visited the one in there and I took it. I don't understand why I didn't mark it. We got a cave in there. That I believe is the cave with the Sam ore. Or it might be one on the other side. There's a cave in there which is blocked where we have Sam. That one also is gotta be broken through. I don't know what's in there. So one of the next trips is gonna be in there. I was able to make 2 nobelisks only. That's all we have because I only found so many steel majiki pipes. And that boy in there, the research for it took something like 100. It's an amazing machine, let me tell you that. Now, let's take a peek at the factory because some modifications were done here. Let's go like this because I like to fly. That one, I doubled it. It's got 2 shards in here. I sacrificed 2 of those little blue slugs and now it's double. Everything is stopped. Gonna get to that in a second. Just to have more plates because we're doing something like 40 plates and 30 were being consumed in there just to make the reinforced iron plates. So now we're making double in that. And that box is filled up, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna get to these 2 boxes. In there is the same stuff as before. The only difference is that now we're making rods in there. And instead of making the rods and then the screws in there, we're using the gas screw recipe. Now we're making the screws. I think it's 10 ingots, 40 screws each. That's the recipe. Well, it's something with decimals, but that's how it's working in there. So we got all the screws for the reinforced iron plates and for the rotors. Some of the boxes are being blocked in here, by the way. I'm gonna show you that in a second. This is the copper node, is the same as before. Those two are making the wire, which is being turned into a cable, into that box, filled up. Wire straight up, and that one I modified just to make the copper sheets because we're gonna need them in the next build for the coal power. In there is the same stuff as it was before. That box is filled up with concrete, and I believe that's all there is to the base. I think so. We have in here western sink just to put some stuff inside to grab some points. I did grab some architecture out of it. Gonna show it to you in a second. Same stuff in there, same setup, only that that one splits into another chest, whatever you want to call that one, and it's just amazing. Let me get down there. No, well, it happened. Okay, good stuff. Here we are. So this one, 4,800, 4,800. This stuff, it ain't working because nothing is working in the base, and that's intended. We're gonna need all that power just to power up the coal. Majiggy. Let's begin with the mem because we're in here, you know. No, hard drive library. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I took 1 or 2 with you or something like that. I don't know. The other one, it was with the steel screws and I took it. So at this point, we have in here some alternate recipes. We're gonna grab them as we need them. That one we will need it just to sink some water when we're gonna get to the aluminum factory. If I choose to do it that way, bolter frame is really good. Fine concrete, yay! That one is the most important at this point in the game. Now, we have in here 12 summer sloops, 23 mercer spheres. We are unable to scan this and begin with the dimensional depot because we don't have the SAM. We need the SAM ore to be scanned in order to progress that stuff. Got some slugs, got those 2 nobelisks, got that stuff. Let me show you in the meme here. Ele megafauna. I've met some spiders. It happened. Made in there that majigi. Also, I scanned in here the structural analysis and that stuff just to have the rebar because I needed to protect myself. So we have the rebar gun right now. We also have some more inventory slots. It's just amazing. When we're gonna have the steel, we're gonna have even more. I'm gonna unlock the rest of them at some point. This is what I was talking with the mercer sphere and with the summer sloops. We need the same. I was unable to find it. I think it's in that black cave in there. Not sure it. I scanned the caterium, I scanned the caterium ingots, whatever we're making them. We have the smart splitting available for us because I went all the way until here. I actually made some more. Everything was done by hand in the crafting bench. It took a bunch of time, but it was well worth it. Next node, mycelia. Nothing exactly done in here. I've scanned also some bacon, didn't went in there because I don't have the frames. We're not building those or the pipeage. Slugs is the same. Quartz. Well, quartz. I went in here just to have my explorer. I consumed a bunch of reinforced plates for those crystal oscillators, but I made it happen. We have the explorer. You know these guys, we made them in the last episode. And for the sulfur, I unlocked in there the black powder and the nobelisks. That's about all there is to it. Let me show you how I limited this crates in here. Because it makes no point to have this one filled up with black powder. Okay, so I just put the wire in there, you know. That way, only those are made. Those will be more than enough for all the nobelisks that, in theory, we're gonna use in the game. But we'll see about that. I'm seriously thinking just to make a huge factory which will produce all the armament necessary, all the bullets or the whatever we're gonna use. This is how much quickware I get out of those nodes. I went in there with 10 of them little miners. Don't have any on me right now. And put them on the node, extracted twice. All of it. So I came back with 2,000 ores. Plug them in here and that's what happened. Same stuff I did it with the sulfur. And with the coal, we still got a bunch of it in here. No point in building more at this time. Copper, you know it. Let's check these boxes in here. So, this one is filled up. This one is almost filled up. I stopped it at some point because it was getting ridiculous. This one is stopped. Don't need more copper sheeting than that. Don't wanna... Basically, why did I stop them? I already chopped down half of the planet here, you know? I mean, look. No more trees in that side. All the oases will be deleted if I let all of those guys work. I don't want to get in it. I don't want to do that. In here. This guy is filled up with plates. We're going to need a bunch of them because somebody's going to build a lot of foundations in here. We got all of these guys. This box is filled up with everybody's favorite, the screws. And on this side, let me pass, please. We have some reinforced plates. We're gonna need a bunch more, that's for sure. Mark II material, let's not forget. And some rotors, more than enough. These are the materials, in theory, that will be needed just to make the coal power. You see it in here? We need coal power, we need the SAM ore. We have the quick wire. I don't know why I left it in here. Let's just delete it. Quartz crystals, baby. We're making them. I went in there, we're making them. And then we're gonna need the steel factory. The steel is gonna be the next stuff that is gonna be done. I pressed something wrong because everything is still in there. Welcome to the channel. My name is BG. Okay, good stuff. Let's press on that X. Done deal. Also in here we have some materials for the same coal power plant build. So in the last episode, yeah, almost filled up. We said that we need something like 16 of this. 8 and 8, right? Right. And those are going with 6 of the water extractors, if I'm not mistaken. Well, guess what? We kind of have everything we need in there. Okay. And we have more than that because I brought 1,000 copper sheets because I'm a maniac like that and I don't want to make 1,000 trips in here. Rotors apparently is the same amount. I don't think we're gonna need more. Reinforced iron plate. Got a bunch because we're gonna need the Mark II belts and some lifts. Are you stuck, little one? Let me give you a hint. Yeah. This bin, she likes to get in here and get stuck. Basically, if she's stuck like this, the only way to get it out is to kill her or dismantle the stuff that she's stuck on. She's stuck on that splitter. So I'll have to delete the splitter just to make her unstuck. Or kill her. I don't want to kill her. It's enough that I hit her twice. So... Caterium, I built nothing in there. The quartzes. The quartzes are on the other side of the map in there. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Because you see that road of power? Well, that one is going... where the SAM ore, in theory, will be, because we're gonna power that. I want to put a miner in it. That's for my exploration in there, where I went around looking for Mercer's Fist and stuff. At some point, maybe I'm gonna delete them. Yeah. But in there, you see it? It's tiny like that. Basically, I have a biomass burner with some biomass inside, a miner, and 2 constructors making quartz crystals. That's all there is to it. Apparently everything is stopped. So either we run out of biomass or I don't know, something else happened. That box might be full or something like that. I don't know. Those 12 amazing biofuel genies are producing 390. Okay. Why it's 3.9 in their consumption? I have no idea. Maybe it's the awesome sink which is consuming that non-stop? That's really interesting. I never thought about that. What's some sink? 3 megawatts. And the static consumption of 3.9. I don't know what that one is. Let's ignore it. So I've chosen this in the back in here because in here-ish, somewhere, or in here-ish, I don't remember where, in here I believe, we have 2 coal nodes. One of them is normal and one impure or something like that, or a pure or a normal one. But we're kind of close to the water. We could have went for those three in there, but I got a feeling we're gonna use them at the steel a bunch. Also, we have in here some tasty nodes which are kind of close to the iron. I don't know which one we're gonna use for the steel factory. That one is coming upon us really fast. Okay, really fast. So let's head this way. Been around here hunting a bunch of animals. I enjoy it. I didn't expect that, but I kind of enjoy to mess up those creatures. Especially if they're the difficult ones, you know? Oh! Come with BAG. Didn't saw it. Uh-oh, we got incoming. What you doing there, bud? Where are you going? I found some medicinal inhalers on a cliff. So, hey, didn't get me. So, yeah, you can get down through there. Let's go on the other side. This one kind of circles around, and we're gonna be out exactly where we need to be. I already built a little something in here. What do you know? Yeah, apparently I didn't put that on in place. Good stuff. I brought the power in. And I believe that's about it. Hide that, maniac. Hide that, I said. Okay, good stuff. Gotta get down. So, coming down. We need the Novelist just to destroy those as well. That's our coal nodes. They are in here. Normally we had some enemies in here, but I dealt with them. I think they respawn, but for some reason they're not in here. Anywho, this is what we have in here. This guy, apparently it was an impure, and I doubled the production with a couple of shards just to grab 120 each row, let's call it, of 8 genies is gonna take 120. That's why we need 120 here, okay? Nothing is powered, as you can well see. The power is in there, down there, but nothing in here. And this boy, this boy, it's a pure node, right? Right, pure. So 120 from the get-go. We got in here 2 Mark IIs, which are coming kind of interesting. 2 Mark II lifts. This is just so that an idiot cannot fall into the water. Don't ask me if it happened or not. Going down there, boy. I could have used another... Well, yeah, it's good. It's good the way it is. And here we are next to the water. That one has power. Guess what? This is the place where we're gonna put our coal genies. Now, there's a million ways to build with coal genies, you know, a million ways, basically. You can make it as pretty or as ugly as you want. Basically, I would like to have in here 8 on this side, 8 on that side. The platform is not built, as you can well see. And then have the water in the middle. That's gonna be a little complicated because I want to expand it at some point. We put in 16 today, but we're gonna put another 16 at a later date. Maybe we're gonna have to do it even before making the steel factory. I don't know, but that will be complicated because with the steel you make the Mark II miners and the Mark III belts, so afterwards. So we're gonna have to be really careful how much power we're consuming. Let's see how big these boys are, you see? So just to give you an idea how I've been building these boys, I've been putting lifts until now. This is the way that I found to be the most effective. This one, the pipe goes through here just to feed the water into the machines. And in here, you have the belt which is supplying coal into each and every single one of those. So, these guys, I think they should be stacked. So already I see the mistake. This one should be on top of this. We have 120 belt going through here because you got the splitters in here, you know. And the other one up top just to fit the next 8. If you put them one next to another one, if we put them one in here and one in here, the first belt is going to be enough only for 4 on the left side, 4 on the right side. And this one is going to look something like that, you know. And you're going to have in there another coal genie. It's kind of white, you know. I mean, kind of white. Not to say that it's anything wrong with that. No, there's nothing wrong with that. It looks just amazing. I forgot to set the sunshine. Boop. Boop. Done. We have the lights, boys and girls. Another way to build this, which is kind of more pretty-ish, is just to put the gold genies up top, you know? So, in the water, you have to build these guys. They kind of tall. Yeah. You know? Oh, Ada, you're awake.
That may indeed be water.
Yeah.
Try submerging your arm. If it does not
I did.
dissolve, that will narrow down the range of possibilities. Or you could just pipe it to a coal-powered generator and see what happens.
So you see, it's gonna have to be, well, basically at that level, I think it's kind of going to touch it. Wouldn't you agree? Let's see. Gotta get on this other side. Gotta get on the other side, I see. Is it gonna touch? Is it gonna poke? I think so. Oh, well, maybe not. So this is the minimum level where you can build. It's kind of in the ceiling. I don't like it. It's kind of in the ceiling. So this is the minimum level where you can build. Minimum. So normally you like to have some space up top. That means instead of building on that level, you should build from this level up. From here. Like that. And put your coal genies in here. I think I want to go with this build. Why? Because it will not occupy so much space. Footprint, like, especially that we're gonna have to double this production in here. And that one will look a lot better with this majigis coming down in here, you know? With the lifts, with the belts, with the everything, basically. And, if I leave these guys in here and I put the genies up top, the difference in level is not gonna be bad. But then again, I ask you, if I'm doing this, what the hell should I drop one level? You know? I mean, couldn't I just come and build it from here? Or let's make it for me this, because I like them thick. So I think we should go from this level, basically. Just like that, you know? Gonna have to leave a hole in there, unfortunately, because somebody's gonna have to get downstairs to put the water extraction majiggy. But I'm planning to go with this foundations there-ish. I think it's gonna be wider than this. Have the coal generators up top, and we're gonna bring the water from the bottom. That's my thought right now. What do you think about what I'm thinking? Let me know in the comments. Am I doing the right stuff, or am I being stupid like that? Both are true, bitch. Okay, good stuff. That means we will not be needing those. That well, if I would have unlocked the cat stuff jiggy, I should be able to put these guys from here. Yeah. Basically right from here. And we need 3 and 3. Now, there's a caveat here. 3 and 3 makes each one of them produces 120 water, so that's 360. Guess what? Oh, pipe budge only takes 300. You see it in the writing here. So we will not be able to merge them all on a single pipe and feed from one side. We're gonna have to feed into those coal genies up top on 2 pipes, Misters and Mrs. Or should I say from 2 sides, a list of a pipe. Fluids are not the best thing Satisfactory has in here. We're still waiting for fixes, I believe. So yeah, well, it's gonna have to happen. Nevertheless, we already established this one, which I'm gonna delete right now, is gonna be our middle foundation. Why? I don't know. I just decided that. So let's redo this stairs in here in a somewhat organized fashion. Close that gap. This is gonna be our middle. Now we gotta have a way to get out of here. Let's see first. I bought that thing, lift hole, and also floor. Also, I bought this ladder from the workshop with some points that I had laying around. Basically, I synced some screws. We could get up at this point like this because I didn't unlock the catwalk, so it ain't gonna be pretty. This is the middle point. Guess what? Exactly here we have the belts. Oh, amazing. So we're gonna have to move this. But this one it's in here just for us to know that this is the middle lane. So we're gonna put in there the water extractors. Let's first come here, customizer. I don't know, get materials. I don't have anything unlocked basically. If I take that one, will it work? Yeah, it works. Okay, good. So we can put this one back. Up that, put it in there. Delete those just because I'm lazy like that. And we're gonna put it here. Come on. This guy's painted. This is the area which we're not gonna touch with our magickies. This is area for the pipage. Okay, this is where the pipage is gonna be. It's gonna be fitted from underneath, but at the same time we're gonna have the belts in here. Apparently. So this is gonna be kind of difficult to put everything in here. How should we do it? Well, there's an easy way and there's a hard way. I could bring the pipage in here. Logistics. Pipage. Let's not forget that we have these guys in the middle, and we're gonna have basically these boys. They need to be in the same spot. Well, not necessarily, because those coal genies. Let me just make this platform a little bigger. It's gonna have to be bigger. This is one of those moments when I would have liked to have flat on, but I don't have it, so we're gonna have to do it with this. Let's say that we're gonna put this one in here, somewhat aligned. Well, somewhat aligned, I like to have either that water hole, the pipe, or that one at least started with the middle of the foundation, let's call it. Let's say that I want that one in the middle. Okay, this is my first. If I run in here with the belts, it's gonna be too close for them. So either we put the belts up top, or we put the pipage beneath. One of the two. Pipage must be pumped water. Okay? Pumped water. We have pumps in here in the game. Those guys. So those guys only lift 20 meters. I think for this height in here, we're gonna need 2 of them, but we're gonna get that one when we're gonna press that. So basically, we will not be able to use only this tile, both for coal and for water. That's what I'm trying to say here. But we're going to be able to use this tile, let's say only for coal, and we're going to take care of the water underneath. I don't know how long ago, but not so long ago, these guys were broken. We're not working, but now they're working. So we're going to be able to put one of them, let's say here. Let's pretend that it's good in there. And we're gonna be able to do this, and we're gonna send all the pipage beneath.
Fix-it pipelines can contain any fluid, including the water necessary for coal-powered generators. Note, water does not flow upwards by itself.
Yeah.
While water extractors provide some lift. To truly defy gravity, consider the use of pipeline pumps.
Exactly. It's exactly like the lady said in there. So we're gonna make it here like that. That one will look a little more human-like. And we're gonna go through here with our belts. I think they're gonna touch that pipe. So we might have to push it in a little. It's crooked, BG. Yeah, I know it's something with the game. But if I'm coming with it like that, oh, it ain't gonna touch. Guess what? So we can come in here with the pipage. Well, with the belts, with the coal. Good stuff. That one, it's set in stone, mister. Now, what we gotta do is figure out how far we gotta put this boys. Okay, so let's make it in the middle. Because if you make it in the middle, it's gonna be so much easier for everybody to understand what the heck is going on here. So, power, we said 8 on one side and 8 on the other. With H, you can look. That one stays in there, okay? And if you use the arrow keys, you can move those guys. If you need to move it just a little, press control. and the arrow keys and moves it only half a meter. That one it's looking fine by me. I want to have somewhat of a space in here just to make it easy to modify those belts if I ever need it. I'll never need it, by the way. But I could push it in here, you know, but that pipage will have to go in here. Close to those lines, don't like. I would like my pipage to be on that line, just to make it nice and pretty. And guess what? It's going to be aligned with that stuff. The next one maybe is going to be different, but this one is going to be nice. So if I push it in there, I think I kind of dig this. Wouldn't you agree? Let's try and put the floor hole in there and see how that one looks. Not that one, idiot. This one. So we're gonna have a beltage in here, and we're gonna have a pipage, which I should totally put to number 6. I said 6 in there. Well, it doesn't look that bad at all. You wanna see it from underneath, you said? Impossible. We gotta get down for it. Gotta build to get down. Gonna fill it up for now, just for you, so that you can see what the heck is doing here, BAG. What the hell BAG is doing here? Oh my god. Yeah, it happened. Well, those are painted. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, isn't it? Yep. And guess what? You can see your floor hole in there. That one is not exactly well placed because we're gonna have that one in there. So we're gonna have to begin in here with it. Well, if I put that one in here, the other one is gonna be in there. Is it gonna touch? Well, it's gonna be like in here-ish. I don't think it's gonna touch. Do you think it's gonna touch? Let's test it. Number 6. Number 6, I said. 6, I said. From there in here. I think I can live with that. I can kind of see on the other side. Especially that it's not gonna come in a floor. No, it's gonna be bended and going some other place. But this is the underneath, so we're gonna delete that one. For sure, we're gonna have to delete that whole genie that we just put in there. And we're gonna align it in here-ish, mister. One in there, one in there. If we have space from that rock, that's the next thing we're gonna look at. And then we're gonna take care of the water pipe underneath. Okay? Okay, good. We understand each other. I like it. Let's see. Are we gonna have space? Oh my god, we're not gonna have the space, is it? Turn. Turn around. Hedge on you just to see a little something. Yeah, I think that's gonna be fine in there. Maybe a little closer like that. Is it in the wall? Wow. Well, it kinda is. I cannot live with that. Either way, anywho, this one had to go away from here. And it had to be aligned with that hole, you know? So, like that. Methinks. And that one in there. So that one goes away. Goodbye now. That one goes away. That one stays. And let's see now. It will still go in the wall. Because the big boys like that. The big boys until there is fine. So let's start the build from here. It is what it is, boys and girls. Okay, we're gonna start the build from there. It's this side, okay? It's this side. Let's put, I don't know, the belt in the middle this time. We're gonna put that thing in there. We're gonna delete those, of course. That will give us a little more space to work downstairs. And guess what? It's gonna give us place to put some stairs to go underneath. That's what I always wanted to say. So this guy here, we're gonna have issues because if you align that the other way around, that one it's always in the left, that one it's always in the right. You see, so if you put them like that, they not mirror each other. You cannot swap them. So basically, if I align this entry in here, well, they're not gonna be aligned, and those stacks will not be aligned. So if you wanna align those stacks, you gotta go in there with it. That means we're gonna have to have that one in there. That means more of those. Am I really bothered by that? Oh, I don't think so. I think I want to have those stacks aligned at the top just for the visual of it, you know? No matter what you do, those machineries will not be aligned. I mean, you can align them, but you're going to have to use a bunch of splitters. A bunch more part. Well, not more garbage, because each part is with his own line of pipes. But the stacks will not be aligned because it's on the left. So the machine here, if you align it, is going to have the stacking here. So choose what you want to do. Basically, if I'm putting it in here just to have this one's aligned because I'm cheap and I don't want to put another splitter in there, everything is going to be messed up. Okay, so I want to have the stacks aligned. To do that, you see how it's on this line? It's in here. I want to have the stacks aligned. You're an aesthetical choice. That is. But this is what we're gonna do in here. Okay, next one. We're gonna put that in there and let's see if this thing works. It ain't gonna work, is it? Well, we're gonna see if it works or not. Huh? No, it ain't gonna work. See, because it's too close in there. Let's put it a tiny bit to the left, and that one will gonna be in the center. That way, that one it's in there, this one it's in the center. The pipage, that's what I'm talking about. A little more in here, like that. Will that work for BAG? I don't know. Let's see. HNU. Well, it's gonna be too close to the other one. I don't like it. I don't like it. My dream just shattered in there because I will not have place in here for a bit. I mean, I have place, but it's gonna be difficult to upgrade the next time. So either I space them like crazy, or if I take that one off and put it in there, how is it gonna look? We have enough space, don't worry about it. We can go until the end of time with these guys in here. I think like that, right? A little more to the left. Perfect. So if I put that boy in there, H on you. Is it good? Now it's good. Well, now it's looking a little better. I have some more space. So basically it's from 2 in 2 foundations. That's gonna be number 3. That's gonna be number 4. And we're gonna go with them until the end of time. But, on the other hand, if I'm doing that, we're gonna have 8 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16 is gonna be at the border of the stuff in here. So it's gonna be way too long. Okay. It ain't gonna work my way. It is what it is. In that case, we're gonna give up on that alignment of the stacks. And we're just gonna do it dirt. Okay? It is what it is. We said that we want it in here. Just not to touch that. Okay, good. Let's align them. Let's align them like this. In there, please. And let's start building. 1, 2. I'm gonna put them one next to another one, basically. We got 4 on this side because we wasted a lot of time already. 2, 3, 4. These guys should be aligned now. They are. Turn it the right way. 2, 3, 4. A Mark 3 build would be just amazing, but we don't have such a thing. So, let me out. That Mark 2 build that we have in there, that one, for example, is gonna be enough for this work. Mark 1 is more than enough because they consume 15 per minute. So that one is gonna fit this 8. The next 8, we have 8. The next 8 is they're gonna be fit by the next belt. So let's connect these boys. Mark 1. That one has to be Mark 2. And those Mark 1. Okay. The first batch of it, they're in here. They're present. Not align the stacks. I hate it. But it is what it is. Not enough place to put the splitters. The splitters, I said. And if I put those splitters, well, it's gonna be nasty. Because, they're gonna look bad. They're gonna be really bad. And I don't want it. Go in there, please. We need to extend this platform just a tiny bit, okay? Just a tiny bit. We're gonna trim it out afterwards. Don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be perfect now. Okay, let's see about this one. Yep. Done deal, boy. Done deal. Okay, I want to leave myself some space in here. But then again, it's not really necessary. Let me show you why. If I put the next 4 in here, and the next 4 in here, we have to bring the belt that it's up top in here. Well, that's kind of easy to make. We're gonna put a conveyor pole in here, a stackable one, and in there is gonna be enough to have that belt circulating through here without any issues. Let me show you that. From there, in here, and from here, in there. And that means that that belt is gonna fit on the other Majiggy coal power genus. Let's solve the belt thing in here, and then we're gonna see exactly how it's gonna look on the other side. So those are Mark 1 we said, more than enough. This guy gotta be Mark 2. Because we're transporting 120. Those Mark 1. And now, well, you have a choice. You could just drag it like that. And it's gonna work perfectly fine. Or if you wanna be really funky with it, you can put the lift and make it drop. But the way you do that, you bring one of those in. Let's say here, you bring your belt. That's a Mark 1, I realize. Mark 2 lift in here, and when you turn it, it does that thing. Does it look better than that ugly belt? No, in my opinion. So I prefer to have a Mark 2 belt here. Just like that. When we're gonna have Mark 3, which is not far away, those two will merge down there on a merger, right in there. And we're gonna have only a Mark 3 belt going through all of this mess. Is gonna be enough. This one is gonna disappear from here with those supports, and we're gonna have a Mark 3 belt in here. Okay? Okay, good. We understand each other. Now that that one is out of the question, let me come in here with this stuff, and then we'll talk. So this is the last floor home. You see the mistake? That one is too close to that one. That one, it's a little further out, you see? I didn't line these guys properly. So let me put them back. Get in there. Get in there, I said. H. You're gonna have to go there-ish. It's up. Is it floating? No, it's not floating. Good stuff. So we're gonna put it in there and further back like that. I think it doesn't fit because of that stupid belt. Let's try that one again. So if I put it in here, press H on it, I want it one tile back. Amazing. That's the way to do it. Now, time to delete all of this. All of the belts. Let's put a filter on it. Just to select only the belts. And let's do that one again. Good stuff. Time to put in the pipage. I will just write this line and do it. Because it moves pretty slow like that. And I can do it with her driving me. At least half of the way, you know. And apparently that's all our build. That one is poking on that foundation. So from here on, we don't need this stuff. Okay, let's delete it all. Good stuff. Downstairs. Let's go down. Okay, so our first floor hole apparently is that way. Which is I have problems seeing which one it is. So let's come from there. That means that water extractors will have to begin from here. That means that this place can be filled up. We're not gonna use it. Delete that. Perfect. Let's start putting the water pipage. It's gonna connect exactly in here. Okay. That means I want to put in here. Basically, again, you can do it a million ways. A million ways, okay? You could have another foundation in here, making them turn this way and connect this way. Or you could connect them in here, or you could connect them on the pipe exactly here. Let's try and make a pipe exactly in there and connect it in there. Okay, let's just put. Let's see how far a pipe will go. Well, in here. Is it on a connection? It is. Well, I don't want it on a connection. Let's put it in the middle in here. Go a little further with it. That's my last floor hole in there. Okay. So it's gonna be in here. I want to drag it a little further. Let's repeat the same shenanigan on the other side. We're gonna go with this one from here. Set the height. Maximum until here-ish. Okay. We got a floor pipe in there, but we're kind of safe to put it in here. And then connect it in there. Now, we have this amazing cross-section game. The idea is to cut. Let's delete that. The idea is to have this pipage, this cross facing up, straight onto that one. Well, it's kind of hard to set straight, you know, kind of hard because it doesn't snap to anything. But you can put that one in here, and guess what? Now, well, they added this stuff in the game before it used to be in the center. But you can press H on it, and one time press the right arrow key. Cannot be nudged. I used to be now. We used to be able to nudge it. What happened? Okay. Sorry? Well, let's try and align it in the middle. Will that be somewhat straight? Well, yes. But that means I will not be using those. And I'll be... Oh my god. Okay, good stuff. So that one goes in here. Okay. Let's pretend that that one is straight. I was pretty certain I would have been able to do that. This one, it's in the middle in here. So let's put it somewhat in the middle. That in here. Like that. That. It's in here. We want to connect all the guys up top in here. Okay. Let me do that and I'll catch you guys back in a second. Okay, let's delete the excess pipe. Like that one. We don't need it in our lives. And when we had posts, basically. We didn't have one in here? I'm pretty certain. Yeah, we do. So we're gonna delete that segment, and that segment. Because I don't want to have multiple segments. The water, it's finicky as it is. No point in making it harder. Single segments are just amazing. Okay, let's delete the excess. Not that one, bitch. Okay, perfect. I think we have another exit end. Should I say in here? No, already deleted that. Perfect. Now, you could do it like this, or you could make another floor in there. There are pros and cons. Okay. Basically, whatever we did in here, you can drop down, let's say, 2 foundations. Okay. Vertical. Like that. Make another floor and put all this mess up top. How is it gonna help you? Well, the way I did it in here, I'm gonna have to put a pump on each one of this. If I'm doing it up top and I'm joining this one up top, I'm gonna have to put only 3 pipes. And I think that's the way it should have been done. Because we can only lift for 20 meters. Now, those amazing water extractor, they lift already at 10 meters. 10 meters is this guy. 8, 9, 10. So in theory, I could put right in there one of these pumps. Like that. The other way around. Like that. And it's gonna be enough. Will it be enough? I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure. It's gonna be enough. Yeah, but is my stuff gonna pump from here until there? Can you swear? I'm not sure. So I want to be safe. Basically, what I want to do. I know that that pump is gonna pump for 20 meters. That one, I guarantee it works. 4 meters is the foundation. Okay, let's say another 2 meters for the pipe which bends until the machine. That's already 6 meters. Well, if I put another wall in there, I don't know where I built it, but it's fine the way it is. Let's do it again. So we get 6 meters. My pipe, my pump, that's 10 meters, okay? For the floor, 2 meters until the machine, 6 with that 4, it's 10. 14, 18, and another 2. 1, 2. If I put a pump in here, that is gonna pump enough until there. That's the idea. So knowing that the water extractor is gonna push it until there, and this one from here up top is gonna be safe, I'm thinking somewhere right in there this should be fine. But the way I build this, like a moron, because that's what I am, means that I'm gonna have to put 8 pumps on this side and then 8 pipes on this side, because those gotta be connected, all of it. So it's not right. That's we're gonna go with the floor 1 meter in there. Sorry about that. I'm coughing a bunch lately. We're gonna take that. We're gonna put it in there. And basically whatever I did downstairs, I'm gonna do in here. But downstairs is gonna be connected only by 3 of those extractors. So I'm gonna have to put only 3 pumps. Because if I put the pump under this floor, it's gonna reach out up top. We have in here the height of the foundation, basically 1 meter, another 4 in here, 9, with 4, 13, and with 2 under until the machine, let's say 15, is going to be more than enough. So the pumps underneath, maybe drop them 1 meter or put them somewhere in there is going to be just fine. But in the meantime, somebody's going to have to redo all of this crap that I did in here. So give me another second and I'll be right back with you. I'm deleting the excess foundations from underneath because we're not gonna need them. These guys in here, eventually, I want to turn them into glass foundations. Both those because I want to see the water pipes. And these guys in here. We're gonna have the water extractors at the bottom, of course. So we're gonna see how exactly we're gonna do that. Because these pipes in here, they kind of twig, you know? They kind of twig. I think I would like to have hanging support poles, pipeline supports that hang from the ceiling and support this stuff. But we don't have anything like that. When we're gonna have access to more workshop points, I'll be able to grab some beams and something that will look like a support and connect support that. But for the time being, we don't have anything like that. So those pipes are gonna just hang into the air like that, like magic, you know. And of course, I forgot to put the pipage, so let's do that one really fast. I think they're all in place now. I think so. Let me check. Yep, it looks like all of them are in place. Good stuff. So we said maximum 300. Our stuff is making 360. So we wanna pump from all sides basically. I wanna pump from that end, I wanna pump from that end, and from the middle. That's key. We're gonna have in that case, let's say in here one. Why not? It's just try and align it with this stuff up top, which is like in the middle of that, but not exactly. So in here, one. You can put an anchor in here, by the way, if you really want, but it's fine. We want one at the end, so not exactly at the end, but in here. If you press Control, it will snap to the distance of that one. Basically, you're gonna have a line in there. And this one, we'll just split the difference. Put it somewhere into the middle, like here-ish. Align it with one of those. Actually, it's aligned in there, but let's pretend that it's going to be aligned with that one. And that's it. Done. Those pipages will come from there and there. In there, I said, don't forget to put the mode horizontal to vertical. Just to make it nice and pretty, mister. Just to make it nice and pretty, you know? Nothing special. So on this other side, we're gonna do the same stuff. We're gonna align one in here somewhere. Maybe turn it towards me. Maybe like where? It's in the middle of the foundation. So like here. We're gonna put one in here. Not exactly at the end, but in here. Again, pressing Control makes it snap. Left right alignment, it's up to me. Good luck with that. In there. Why isn't it snap to that line? It snaps until there, but I'm losing it in here. Okay, let's do it in the middle in that case in here. And now, for sure, it's gonna snap to that line in here. Yep, it is. Let's grab a pipage, horizontal to vertical. Looking just amazing. If I put it in the right spot. So basically, we're gonna feed in here 120, 120, 120. I think those are the rates. Don't quote me on that. I think it's 45 multiplied with 8, 360. Yeah. And each one of these boys is putting 120. Check. Check. Perfect. Let's figure out the power. Let's try and make it pretty. I could put it up top, basically. We're gonna work on the cosmetics at some other point because we don't have unlocked anything good at this point in the map. In the awesome stuff, I said. Are you gonna be good in there? Apparently, yes. Are you gonna be good in there? Apparently, yes. Are you gonna be good in there? Apparently, yes. Well, this one is gonna have to go up top. You know why? Because all of those machines gotta get filled up before we start them. Otherwise, it's gonna be messy. So let's bring it out of nowhere. Let's go up top first, while having that guy selected. And we're gonna put it. Well, I needed to go on that line, which I didn't break it. So it's gonna be somewhere in there. Okay. Let's try and put it in there. Jump. So, yeah, well, it ain't gonna work my way, is it? In there, that's it. And from there, we're gonna bring it up. Right in here. And from there, it's gonna be in here. Gotta connect those guys. I don't remember where I have the power up top. Let's go and look. I got it in 2 places. Okay, let's grab that power pole in there. And it's on the other side, isn't it? Yeah, it's on the other side. It's on this side. Okay, no problem. We're gonna put it in here. Well, we're gonna have the priority switches. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna put it here. They started. I can hear them. We're gonna put in here one of those priority switches just to see if everything is working nice or not from our home base. These guys are started, those guys beneath are started. We have plenty of power because our factory is not working. Otherwise, you're gonna have to take care of that. See? Consumption 346. Hey, just to power all of this. No, that's maximum. Consumption is 141. Production is 141. So we're consuming 141. Basically, you would need 5 burners in here working just to power these guys and the water guys. Enough to fill all the machines up. And you want to fill them up both with the water and with the fuel before starting them. While those guys are filling up, we're going to put in here the power poles. Because how is it going? This boy is gonna store inside him the water, which is not because we didn't put the pumps on there, but that's a totally different story. They're gonna store inside of them the waters and the coals, and they're not gonna start until you're gonna put a wire in there. We're not gonna put a wire in for the time, okay? Once they get filled up, we're gonna put that. Well, I want the walls in there. Let's put it on this lining. Okay. Someone like well, not in there. I want it straight in there. So in here. Just make it nice and pretty. This time we can go with the power. This one it's in there. Okay, you're gonna be in here. Connect from there. In here. Connect from there to the next one. So on and so forth. You understand what I'm doing, right? I'm just aligning the power pole while connecting the power poles with the machine output without connecting the machine at this point. Okay, good. Let me do the same stuff on the other side basically. And we're gonna have to bring these boys around just to connect them with the main. So there-ish maybe. Let's do it on this other side as well. This time we're gonna go on this line. I'm not worried about the power, by the water, by the way, because filling them with coal, it takes like 4 times more than filling them with water. So that you know. So this one I don't think it has. Oh, it has 4. Well, this is the first one in that row. It has 84. This one has 5. Amazing. It's gonna take a million years to fill them up. It's fine. Don't worry too much about it. Let's try and get down in style without breaking our legs. Yeah, baby. That's the way to do it. Okay, now it's time to... Oh, sorry. It's time to move on this side. And if I would have had Mark II, I could have put those like... whatchamacallit, to make the connections for the pumps, but I don't have, so we're just gonna have to make connections everywhere basically. Let's say in here, this guy and the other guy in here. Well, this one maybe I'm gonna connect it in here. This guy, well, it's in the middle, it doesn't really matter. In here, and this guy in here. Good. It's nice to have those pumped. Oh, it's already, they're already stopped. That means everything gets filled up as far as it would go. We have water in there. Most likely that one it's in. Okay, it's in. So now, gonna go in here, gonna grab that, and gonna place it somewhere in there. You see those lines? That's how far you're gonna push. You see the fact that I'm missing rotors? BG, it's an idiot. I didn't breath enough rotors. Because I didn't thought about the pumps. So, here we are. Running back to the base like a madman just to grab a couple of rotors. We're gonna need how many? Each one of them takes 2. So, for 6 of them, I'm gonna need 12 rotors. Be right back. Well, apparently I didn't miss too much. These guys are still running in here. Let's see. Ah, get up. That machine is filled up, filled up, filled up, filled up. So only the second line needs something in the last genies. Amazing. But do they have the water? Oh, they have the water. How is that a thing? That's not normal. That's not normal. It's not normal. Something is wrong. Very wrong. Very wrong. I will not count on that water. Trust me. Get on that. So normally these guys, they should be able to pump only 10 meters. It's written on them, I think. It's said in here, I think. Let's see. Production, water. Headlift, 10 meters. You see that? 10 meters upward. It's a lot more than 10 here, mister. So, how the heck is this working? Because I don't get it. Okay. They start from, let's say, in there. Okay, they start from there. That's 4 meters, 8 meters, 12 meters until that pipe. And then we have 60 meters. And with that foundation, which is 4, that's 20. And it's another 2 until the machines. Yet, the machines are filled up. I'm sorry, I cannot explain that. But I will not count on that to have my factory running. Trust me. Gonna put those, I'm gonna try and put them right under that. You see, before it gets yellow, in there. One in there. Oh, now it's pumping. One in there. One in there. You know why it's pumping? Because it's filling that pump with water. That pump has some water capacity. So that's what is happening. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense because those are not connected to the power, mister. But they will be. One now. Two now. Three now. You go in there. You go in there. And you go in there. So let's check. That one is connected. That one is connected. That one it is. That one it is. That one it is. That one it is. And that's about it. Okay, good stuff. Oh. So we have the waters into the machine. Most likely we have all the coal into the machine system to power everything up. Yep, those are stopped. That means all the machines are filled up. You can check them out like that. You see 100 coal in each. And those have 100 coal in them as well. Good stuff. Let's begin connecting. One last peek at our power magic. We have a capacity of 360. Those are the machines back at the base. Ignore them. I picked something more than rotors in there. So everything gets powering up and down at this point. So they're all powered now. We should see the smoke. And we are. That one doesn't want to make smoke for some reason. Oh, what's wrong with you, bud? No power. Are you serious? It doesn't have any water. The rest of them are fine. Now it's getting the water, so it was an issue with this pipe. Okay, good stuff. Now it's working. Now it's working. Me likes it. Let's take a pic. This, it's only this network. It's not connected to the main. Anyway. So only in here we're making 1,200 megawatts. Now we're gonna connect them. In a somewhat beautiful fashion, maybe? Not exactly. Here we go. So this is our full network at this point. We jumped from 360 to 1,560. Those biofuel generators will stay in there as a backup. all the time because we're gonna need them, I believe. Until we're gonna have fuel power, we're gonna need them for sure. Let's see how things are working. Do we have green lights? All the that pump is working, that pump is shaking, that one is shaking, that one is doing the stuff, that one is doing the stuff, and that one is doing the stuff. These water extractors should never, ever stop. And they will never stop because we're producing as much water as we need, and each one of them have filled up the pipes. Plus, the tank, the storage, it's somewhat full for each one of them. It's gonna be the same for all of them. So we're never gonna miss any waters now. And this machinery up top, it ain't gonna miss any water anytime soon. The only thing that's left to do is to delete all that big mess in there. Try make it somewhat pretty. Come down with it in here. But that one, I feel like we're gonna do that one at a later time when we're gonna have some cosmetics in here. I wanna put walls all around them, but I wanna have the beautiful walls. Not the, oops, sorry. Not the nasty walls that I have in here. Because that's gonna be super sad. It's gonna make me cry. So we're gonna do that one when we're gonna have the beautiful cosmetics. Let's take a pic. Yeah, boy, doesn't look that bad, is it? If I stay like this, we can pretend that the stacks are aligned. Basically, in my head, what I wanted to do was to have in here those closer in the opening where the stacks will poke out of the building. But I still think that I can make that opening happen. Only that we're gonna have two openings. One in here, and we're gonna have something in the center, like a walkway if you want. And then my pioneer is in there. And then go down, please. I wanna drop. So let's say in here. In here is gonna be the top floor if you want, or the roof. From here I want to drop something like a 45 angle and then merge with those walls. And I'm planning to do mostly glass because I don't want to put a bunch of lights into the wall. You know what happens with the lights, right? Right. In here down, I'm gonna have some foundations around these guys. And come with that wall in here just to contain them and to make it nice and pretty. Maybe I'm gonna be tempted to put some lights in here, but I highly doubt it. So look at me, how tiny I am. I'm pretty like that. Yeah, what do you think about it? I think I'm enjoying it a bunch. Well, I think we can check that one out. Whoop. Of course, we're not gonna have enough time for the steel factory. Relax, it's gonna be fine. I think I'm gonna go and prepare stuff in the meantime for the between episodes. I mean, for the steel factory, the most important thing that we gotta do right now is to see if we can get our grab hands on that Samor, because think of what just happened. Some idiot forget back home 12 rotors. Well, if I would have had not me, that idiot, if it would have had the dimensional depot, not an issue, just grab them from there and that's it. Forget if that it ever happened, you know. But like this, it happened, mister. It happened. How do you get up in there? I like through here? No? Keep on trying, BG. Keep on trying. Gonna make it at some point. That rock is fake, I swear. Oh my god. Yeah, let's go with this, guys. Why not? I don't think I can make it. Is it? No. Okay, good stuff. Okay, good stuff. 3, 4, 5. You shall not escape, little one. You shall be mine. Yes. He was bothering me with his champs and all, you know? Good stuff. Let's pretend that that one never happened. Let's go. So, before we're going in, there is for that cave where I think that the sandboard is. Because there are two caves. One of them doesn't have anything. The other one has the stuff. I want to start in here all this man. So, we're going to make a bunch of plates now. We're going to fill that one with rotors. And for the coppers, I think they were not stuff. Oh, they were. Okay, good stuff. We're gonna make the sheets. We're gonna make that. Cables is filled up. It's filled up. Those, I see no point in starting them. It's just amazing the way it is. Let's see what kind of junk I can drop in here because I picked some junk like that. Don't know what to do with the stuff. That is junk. Got a bunch of building materials in here. I'm missing one of you. Split one of you. This is the army. We're gonna need that and that just to break that cave. What else? I think that's about it, right? Let's drop the junk in here. Whoop. Goodbye now. Don't worry, we got thousands of them. Let's take our trusty explorer. Do you have the coal? You do. Let's go. So this is the spot. I brought the power only until here. What happened? What happened is that we have two caves. One it's on the left side, which apart from some on that side, apart from some spiders, it doesn't have anything inside of it. And one it's on this side, which is blocked, and I cannot get in. But when I'm getting close to those rocks in there, which are blocking the cave, I hear the whispers. So these leaves are going in. You hear the whispers? Yeah, I hear them. Okay, good stuff. Let's put that in there. We only have two of this, so let's make it count. Let's place it somewhere in there. Fire in the hole! I don't want to use it by mistake. Maybe that node is blocked, or maybe it's another tasty exit. Let's go with that because it's good. Oh, we have that. Maybe we're gonna have spiders. The other cave had tiny spiders, 4 of them, and one of those huge ugly monsters, which are also spiders. Would you please go away? Like right about now. Hello? Oh. I can pass through them. Amazing. And I don't see anything on the other side. Okay. I hear them. Oh my god, we have spiders. Okay, good stuff. Freaking noises. I see this. Oh my god, I see the Oh my god, why so many? Well, let's be thankful that it's the little ones. One down. Missed that guy. Didn't miss him. Yeah, I missed him. I missed him again. You don't see me. Oh my god. 2 of them down. It was another one in there, wasn't it? That Sam node is blocked. I did good for... Whoa, where are you going? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go in, isn't it? Oh! Got it! Oh, there is one more! Got him! Where? I made the Xenobasher, by the way. It's really good. Oh, we can break it in there as well. Maybe we're gonna have an exit. Okay. Sorry. I need those. So, if I would have been a smart boy... Well, actually, it doesn't matter. I would have brought in here my 10 little miners. Ain't gonna make it happen. Would have done that, man. No, it's not the case because we can build a miner straight up. Put it in there. Thank you. Go away. What? Oh my god. Have you seen that? Oh, that's so freaky. I don't have another one of those. I don't have another one. So it didn't... Yeah, it went inside and it didn't matter. That means I will not be able to put a miner in there. Yeah. Talking about bad luck. How much SAM do we need in here? Let's see. 10. Okay. Wait. Get to work, everyone.
Strange alien matter, colloquially known as SAM, seems to be
Oh,
in
it's
its
an
dormant
impure
crystalline
node.
state, meaning it won't break down your body into its base atomic components on touch. This living matter is extremely versatile and has countless applications. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application, as well as a secure method of awakening.
Yes, ma'am. Let's research it, like the lady says. Okay. We're gonna have to get in there. We need
Strange alien
20
matter
more SAM.
analysis completed. Dormant crystalline SAM can now be found with the resource scanner.
Yes.
In its dormant state, it is safe to handle without special equipment and can be stored indefinitely.
Let's see.
Research for enabling the reanimation of dormant SAM is now available.
Fill the rivers with blood and let the effigies defile our temples. The sun will follow.
Oh my god, we don't have any SAM. Oh, there is one, but it's far away. But it's normal. Well, okay, at least now I know. Oh, oh, that's far away. Oh, I know that one. I know that one. I know it. I know it. It's fine, don't worry. Far away in another galaxy. Okay, good stuff. Alien technology. We're gonna have to make some of those, I believe. And I don't have the pipage. Ah, shoot. It's all behind the steel majiggy, isn't it? Yeah.
SAM reanimation recipe unlocked. SAM can now be safely awakened, provided it is contained. Meaning, if not contained in special electromagnetic storage, it tends to start breaking atomic bonds of any matter it has physical contact with, and reconstructing it into easily transportable resources.
Scripture and blood compose harmony. Follow our hallowed temple halls and listen to the echoes of your ripples. Our bones are more beautiful than yours.
You're wrong, mine are more beautiful than yours. Ugly monster. Well, actually, we don't know if they're ugly. But the monsters, they leave us rocks. What do you think about that? So I just put the power in there just to know where to go. What are you in here? Normal. We got some pure coal in here. A lot of spots to put the steel base, wouldn't you? Okay, when we're gonna have... Yeah, it's normal. It's not pure. When we're gonna have our stuff on jiggies, the steel, we're gonna be able to unlock that SAM and start making stuff. And we're gonna have the dimensional depot. In the meantime, no, not even able to extract it because, well, you saw that rock, it was supposed to disappear. And then I never ever expected the obelisk to pass through a rock. But I don't know. Maybe it's... Well, it happened. It happened. I don't know what happened in there, but something happened. The idea is I cannot put a miner on that node. It is what it is. We're gonna make it when the tank comes. Either way, anywho, we made it happen for that stuff. We got the powers. We're doing just amazing. I think it would have been better just to destroy this madness out of here. We need a bunch of pipage just to make it happen for the obelisks. We already have in here all of this amazing gunpowder waiting. The remains were in here, right? Right. Okay. I feel like that's about it. Into the next episode, we're gonna take care of the steel factory. So I guess for the time being, we're gonna cross that. Well, actually, Yeah, we're gonna cross it because we found it. But the steel factory is gonna be into the next one. And I feel like I wanna go in there. Because in here we have some tasty nodes. Like all around this crater. I think I can build a little platform in there and move them, I don't know, road-wise. I don't know where I want to make my base for good, but I feel like I want to put a little something in here or in here even better because that coal it's in there. Think. Let me check again. Not the sulfur, idiot. Oh, here we go. We're gonna have them all in here. Oh, so the coal it's in there. See, normal, normal, impure, impure, or something like that. I don't know, but I can take two of those normals. I have in there two normals or more. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna show because we got a bunch of them around here. Shh. And it usually shows only just a tiny bit, 3-4 of them, but it ain't gonna show those in there. But we can use that spot for a good factory. Making steel beams and steel pipage. A bunch of pipage, not so much of a bunch of the other stuff. Well, the power looks a straight line, stable. The factory still looks like crap. And that one is happening because all of these machines are filled up. If I delete those in there and all the ingots and all the stuff, they're gonna look good. But basically, they're gonna look good only when I'm gonna put the Wesson sinks on them. Which, between you and I should already do. I feel so. But I want to do that only when I'm going to have Mark III. And at some point, all of this I feel like is going to go away from here. I feel so. Either way, anywho, we did what we accomplished. Jesus Christ. We accomplished what we planned for the day. I feel really happy about it. We got the powers. Into the next one, we'll see how it's gonna go with that steel factory in there, far away in another galaxy. There-ish, in that stupid hole in there. The gold it's in there. That one doesn't exist. I took it. Ignore that. So those nodes, and that's copper. That's limestone, which is essential. That's iron, and we got another iron on this side. So I'm thinking just to slap a platform somewhere in there, maybe, because that one is kind of busy, as you can well see. Make it somewhat pretty to bring that coal, those two iron depots from there, and that limestone as well, because we're gonna need the encased beams. That's Mark IV material. It is what it is. Let's see milestones, because we didn't do any of those. Maybe we can do something about it. I highly doubt it, because we should need the steel for that. Let's see. I'm not building the frames, so forget about tractors for now. Basic steel production. I'm not building the frames, so forget about that for now. And these guys, they all require steel in here. All of them. So, yeah. Why am I not building the frames? I gotta ask myself. Because it's not that difficult. Oh, you know why? Because I didn't have the power. Ah. So guess what? BIG between episodes. Actually, we're gonna do it together right about now. And we're gonna slap in here one of these boys. Align it somewhat with that container in there, which hosts, I said, those. But let's push it a little further. Just to make a tray to be more prettier-ish. And we're gonna need those, which those are in there. Okay, good stuff. We're gonna put a lift in here, heading that way. And we're gonna put a splitter somewhere in here-ish, just to serve as an anchor for this belt. And then we're gonna put a lift in here, heading that way. And then we're gonna connect that to that in a very beautiful fashion. Not like that. I didn't mean to be ironic. I want it straight. Like that. We're gonna find the power pole for this sucker in here. And this boy is gonna make some of those modular things. How many? I don't know. 12 rods, I feel like we can support that. 3 iron plates per minute. How many are we making? 5? Perfect. 12 rods. Right? 12. How many are we consuming at this point? 10. So we're gonna need something like 24. How many are we making? 15, 15, 30. Oh, amazing. We can support their production. That means I can put this guy here. Let's align it with the middle of the foundation. Let's put that one in there. Hey, look at us. We are fabricating the modular parts. So we're gonna have the possibility to unlock some of the stuff in here. Have 25 for me. Can we? No. The other side. Can we unlock something at this point? Oh, oh. Yeah, baby. Yeah. We're gonna have trackers. Well, that is good. That it is really good. Because we're gonna be able to transport the final product if we need them in here from the steel factory. Or by using trackers. I'm not sure I want to use me here because I still don't know where I should put my base. But here we are. We can start making roads and tractors
to move around the world in a manner similar to using legs, except with wheels and the rampant consumption of natural resources.
Yeah.
They can also be automated to self-drive and deliver resources between truck stations,
Indeed.
which in turn facilitate automation of loading, unloading, and refueling.
Refueling. Do we have 3 nodes in there or only 2? I don't remember. It showed 3 on the map. Let's go and check it out because these tractors are using fuel. So guess what? Surprise! So I'm pretty certain there are 3 nodes in there. If that is the case, we get the fuel for the tractors. That steel majiggy that we're gonna... Oh my god, what? That we're gonna build them there is gonna be supplying the rest. Are you serious? The rest of the factories. So yeah, you see that one is not in there. I told you. You didn't believe me. What's down here? I never went in here. I heard chirping, but of course unable to open it. But you know it, yeah. So we got those 2 in there. Let's make a scan actually just to see what they are without going in there. I went in that hole by the way, but I forgot. Normal. Are you seeing the stupid noises? Those sound really bad, mister. Those sound really bad. So we had in here 2 normal and the temporary now. Well, I can only see this though. Oh! There is a... Sorry. Impure. Are you normal? We're gonna have incoming. Yeah, forget about it. Yeah. So we can benefit... Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. We get 2 normal coal nodes with 2 normal iron. We got a limestone in there. Let's see what kind of purity it is. And we also have an impure node. Normal. Amazing. Which will serve as transport. So the only thing left to do is to build a huge platform over this hole. Well, we have the copper as well. Over half of the hole. Pull those out, smelt them. Well, that depends on the recipe. I don't think I unlocked the pure iron ingot recipe. We're gonna figure it out into the next one. I'm gonna look at them between episodes. In the meantime, I'll let you enjoy whatever you're doing in there. And I'll go do my own stuff. We're gonna finish this one here. Thank you so much for being here watching this. If you like it, don't forget to drop a like. You know? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't and if you wanna see some more. And if by any chance you wanna support the channel, I messed up stuff here. consider grabbing yourselves an amazing membership. Thank you. I'll see you into the next one. Bye now.